YouTube, what the crap's going on? Welcome back to my Durthu Wood Elves campaign, or Arguelin, or whatever the name of his faction is. So welcome back. I was gonna stream tonight. I've been planning to stream on Thursdays. I was not able to tonight due to having some company over. Really, you gonna spawn these beastmen way back in here behind me? What a fat sack of crap. I'm gonna have to like keep an army back here just to deal off like all the beastmen and rebels. Well, whatever. I mean, if that's what I gotta do, that's what I gotta do. I forgot. I saved my game last time. I know I did, but it sometimes when I save on the cloud, like the Steam cloud, like it just like randomly doesn't save, and I didn't check to make sure that it did, and sure enough, it didn't. So how terribly convenient. Anyway, it is what it is. So it didn't save. Figure out what else we want to do here. These guys didn't declare war on me, but I was taking their territory. We've got Durthu headed towards the Chaos Waste to lay waste to what's left of the pawns of Chaos, the leftover scum. Groot Kasexta says, leveling up the ancient tree man he is. Let's see. We worked on Violent Delights. I was working on Impenetrable Bark. So let's go ahead and throw that in there. So he is looking pretty strong now with 130 armor. He doesn't have armor piercing, but he does have magic attacks, which can be very useful in certain situations. Quite a bit of weapon damage, albeit it's not specifically armor piercing. He still does some, obviously, armor piercing there. You can see in the damage. Speaking of, I was going to take a look at Appius. Monsieur Appius, which I believe is in Groot's army, right? There's Dodan. And here's a Groot. Alright, so Appius, I was going to go into his details. He's got this dragon helm, which gives him fire resistance, which is kind of cool, but this 8% physical resistance, plus an 8% ward save, and the extra armor, I think, is pretty cool. That dragon helm armor was +4. It's the armor of fortune, gives him armor +6. Shouldn't it be more? Whatever. I don't know. Brass Cleaver was just 8 melee attack, but we picked up some new weapons here too, so let's see what's out here. This one gives him the ability to cause terror, which is pretty cool. It's pretty cool indeed. Splash Attack, the Sword of Heroes. That'd be kind of neat. Let's give him the Sword of Anti-Heroes. The other one was giving him extra stats though, but the Sword of Anti-Heroes kind of gives him that cool ability. Doesn't last for a whole big long time though. I'm wondering if the Shrieking Blade would be better, but it shows me what each one of them's gonna do here. Obviously the Fencer's Blades are just gonna raise up some of his stats there, but the Brass Cleaver was not that cool. Let's stick with that, and then he's got his Obsidian Amulet. Here's a 20% ward save though. Let's give him that because I was trying to make him tougher in melee. Even though that's not typically what you expect from a Branch Wraith, but we're having a little fun here. Alright, nothing else for me to give you right now, Appius, but I think that we've got you decked out pretty nice here. Battle effects, ward save 15% during Forest. He gets 8% there. 20% there. Shouldn't it be more than 15%? Oh, that's for the whole hero's army. Holy crap. That's right, because it shows those effects separately there. So, wow. Well, good. That's awesome. I feel like we kind of got him set up with some good stuff. So Appius will be kind of cool because he has that bonus versus large, too. It's only 5, but whatever. It's kind of cool. Wonder why Creative Assembly even bothered putting a 5 bonus versus large. Does that really make that big of a difference? I'd have to ask. I'm not really sure the answer. I'm guessing it can't be huge. If he had like 30 or 40 like other hero type units did, that'd be a pretty big deal. But then again, I don't know if you're wanting to make a spellcaster be so good in melee as well, like a spellcaster hero. Typically that's the trade-off. Yeah, these rebels are coming back to attack my garrison here, and they're not nearly strong enough to do anything about it. They're just, might as well just be coming up and handing me gold, because that was the net effect there. Okay, so we have settled Grung Zint. I'm going to come up here. I'm not trading with anybody as of yet, which is kind of frustrating. If I do, I could switch some of these buildings over. Actually, let's just go ahead and get it. Maybe that'll make people more interested in trading with me. I actually have some resources, so If I actually have some resources, is what I should have said. Well, hello, vampire scum.
FUS speaks to me.
Okay, so we got some vampire dirtbags trying to move in through Middenheim. The vampires must be pretty powerful, which means that we're likely to end up in a fight with them at some point. The border princes have a pretty good holding as well, and so do the dwarves. So definitely still several large factions left to get ready to get into it with each other. The Empire's just kind of annoying and in my way, but I'm just trying not to make war on the other factions right now. I'm kind of trying to be a little more defensive. And if I make towards the Chaos Waste and take the Chaos Waste, we can build up a ton of amber. We can get a ton of ports and a bunch of things that'll be extremely helpful to us out of basically settlements that no one else besides the Varg and Scaling can even do anything with. So that's why I'm kind of excited about it. Alright, the Beastmen are moving up and raiding me, and that's ticking me off, as it would any good forest spirit. So we're going to move down and put an end to that as quickly as possible. Alright. We've almost reached the Northern Sea here.
What orders?
Keep bringing my spell singer up, and eventually we'll join her to Durthu's army. Made our move there. I mean, these other armies are kind of just sitting at the moment. We could try and settle some of this stuff, like Feildorf and Wissenberg. Why not, honestly, right now? I mean, I'm not at war with the vampires or something, so move over and do it. Kronberg, Middenheim. Kind of thinking about just going out and settling some of this stuff right now, just because I can. Like, who's gonna stop me? No one, that's who. Alright. In the turn. See what we come up with here. Bretonia's into the non-aggression pact. You sure that's a good idea? All these people are into their non-aggression pacts with me because they don't like me, but I don't see any of them declaring war on me. They know what's good for them. Manfred, are you trying to ambush me? Ugly slug. Let us... I'm going to go ahead and move underground one more time. I may have to... We'll just kind of come over here and we'll hit Ice Pack Bay and Ice Drake Fort. We'll just kind of start making our way through as many of these settlements as we can. And the goal there is just going to be wreaking as much havoc as possible. Okay, it's gotten colonized. Might as well pick up some more amber. And same thing over here. We'll go ahead and settle Coron. Since Bretonia wants to end their non-aggression pact, I feel even less bad about settling their former capital.
I acquiesce to your request.
We're not getting any amber from settling this place. Look, amber, amber. Why is Coron not worth any amber? Really? Altdorf's worth amber. Is that some kind of glitch? Huh. I wonder if there's other settlements that aren't worth amber. I mean, everything shows like it's worth amber except for Coron. It's really strange. Very strange indeed. Alright, let's move in front of these raiding beastmen. And we're going to declare war. Or no, actually, we're not going to declare war on them. Let's wait a turn and see what happens. Then we'll declare war on them. I know they had another of their group that popped up here, but hopefully they got killed by another faction. We'll see. We could probably try and settle Feildorf as well. Once I get a safe number of settlements, kind of above what I need in terms of amber for the Oak of Ages, we'll upgrade it. But I need to have a pretty safe number in case we all of a sudden end up in some big wars and we lose some amber. I don't want to get in a position where I can't retrain my troops or something, which is very possible. Oh, check it out. We can just skip right across here. We'll just pop up here and hit the long ship graveyard. Yo! There's a tree in the tundra, buddy. Hope you're ready.
Traveling.
Alright, we'll just,
I cannot.
got the Spell Singer's movement across there. Okay, we did just pick up some amber. Did we start getting amber from Koron? No? But it looks like it. I can't tell what's happening. It's kind of weird. Yeah, there's more tradables. Let's go ahead and get the tradable item. That way we have more to trade should the occasion ever arise. I've already got stone coming in, I think, so it's there you go, the one that gives us growth and income. I'm gonna go ahead and replenish for a turn, and then I'll head over to Filedorf and see if we can settle it. Getting sick of these beastmen, so let's just take care of business here. You have no allies because no one likes you, and you're ugly. Yeah, this isn't worth my time. Minotaurs, Cygors, whatever. You're all dead now. What kind of loot we get off of them? Ah, pathetic. I am releasing the captives all the time, and some of you think that's funny. Every now and then I guess I should kill the captives when I actually intend to, but it's mostly just because I want to take their money, and they end up dying anyway. See? So it says release the captives, but what? Release them in a body bag is more like it. Right, Groot? Groot's got my back. He knows what I'm talking about. Holy cow. That is so much upgrades. He gets his melee defense pretty disturbingly high, and his melee attack, too. I like it. Let's do it. We're going to turn Groot into, some of you keep saying, ah, he's a mage, he's not a melee type. Well, he's going to be a melee type soon enough. As is Appius. He's now up to 66 armor. Not quite an ancient tree man, but pretty good. And we can get him up to 406 weapon damage there, too, which is pretty substantial for a spellcaster. Pretty substantial indeed. His melee defense is none too brilliant. We still need to finish Endurance of Oak, but hey, we're getting some fun stuff done here for you, Appius. We're making you a pretty unique character there, I feel like. Is there any other research over here that would be useful to me? Extra magic reserve? I mean, that could be kind of cool, honestly. Global recruitment capacity +4, that could be useful as well. Melee attack when fighting against beastmen. Let's just hold off on any of the research. We don't have to be in a big hurry. We ain't got to be in a big hurry here. Tinkerbell, the evil one, levels up, and I didn't notice it. Man, I can't wait to get her on the eagle. That'll be nice. Got the pendulum. What else we got over here? We got all our... Oh, arcane conduit. Which makes sense if we're, you know, in campaign you get a lot more winds of magic than you can in multiplayer. So stuff like Arcane Conduit actually gets to be pretty useful because you can really drag out a heck of a lot of winds of magic depending on the starting winds of magic and items and all kinds of other stuff you have. You can get some really fun stuff going on. Yeah, like I said, notice all these factions that declare war on me are all of a sudden quite absent, or in their non-aggression pact are all of a sudden quite absent when it comes to maybe like follow through with some action.
Do not displease me.
What if I do displease you? Look, I'm displeasing you. Are you displeased? That's a lot of Marauder horsemen. They're gonna get absolutely mowed down by my archers, and I'm gonna enjoy watching it. So let's go ahead and fight this. Oh man. Varg and Scaling are in for the absolute thrashing of a lifetime, and I am going to enjoy it a lot. Raising their settlements, resettling them, reaping the amber and the port income. Oh, it's going to be great. And despite the frosty soil, Durthu knows the secret to making the trees thrive in what would otherwise be the chaos waste. Maybe he'll turn it into like a, you know, like a high latitude, a boreal forest or something, or you know, whatever it's called, coniferous forest. I don't know, something. I don't know my forest. Fill me in there. You guys know what I'm talking about.
Eternal God, eager and ready.
All right, here we go.
Glade guard.
Here we go. Oh man, it's good to have Durthu back on the battlefield. The guy is absurdly powerful. Or I say the guy. The tree is absurdly powerful. Okay, let's get all of our groups set up. Okay, hard group these dudes. Get my archers in a group. Put them on defensive. Group. 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 There we go. Done. 16 wins of magic to start with this. Oh yeah, that'll kick stuff off nicely. These guys are gonna probably try and get all over my flanks. I don't really care. Actually, that's a good spot to defend my flank right there. They're gonna sit back because whatever. They're gonna have to move forward because I have 180 range archers plus Flock of Doom. So I don't think that they're sitting there serves much purpose. In fact, let's maybe motivate them to get off their lazy crap and start moving. Enjoy the birds. Enjoy the birds. That's Durthu giving them the bird, by the way. Flock of Doom can do so much damage for enemy that's blobbed. Are they going to stand there and take it? Because I'm happy to dish it out. We'll just dish it out, won't we, Durthu? Pathetic chaos bums. I can dish it out. I will dish it out, in fact. There's a lot of wins of magic here, too. I don't think this is a good idea for them to sit back. I got 66 magic up in reserve. I can pretty much shred the central part of their army here. Flock of Doom. Maybe this will motivate you to get off your sorry trash.
Eternal guard. Straight away.
Chaos will move up at some point. I'm a little bit concerned about how many horsemen they have because they're going to be throwing an absurd amount of javelins. And I am going to have to watch out for the chariots because they're going to try and get to my archers. Pretty typical AI play. As soon as I pull up into range with my archers, the AI is going to bum rush me. Pretty familiar with their tactics. I've played against them enough, so I'm going to move up just a hair. Then I'm going to Flock of Doom them again so that the center of their army falls apart very, very quickly. Get some Arcane Conduit. Okay, I'm going to start tearing apart their dumb cavalry. Alright, done, done, done. Let's bring these guys down. So you all turn some attention over here into this blob real quick and shut them down before they get too many javelins thrown at me. Durthu's gonna wreck these chaos trolls. Yeah, look at that. One hit and he takes out like half their health. I'm gonna kind of keep my dragons back here for a moment. Keep my wild riders back here to keep the chariots and the warhounds off my flank. Durthu can pretty much take out their whole main line right here. Treekin, everybody's involved. Okay, we drove back most of the horsemen back here. Let's stop these guys. They're gonna let me get close enough. Okay, see, there's the chariots. I knew they were gonna try and go for my guys here. Let's find more raiding horsemen to shoot. Raiding horsemen, whatever they're called. Marauder horsemen. I'm thinking Rome 2 there with raiding horsemen. Dragons over here. Durthu is like single-handedly beating the living crap out of the center of their army. Another Doom flock up. Swing back around here. Wild Riders mopped it up. Yeah, then their Marauder horsemen over here are gonna get. Oh, whoops! Didn't mean to ungroup those guys. Meant to take off the UI. Get some attack orders back here and shred up the rest of these Marauder horsemen. Goodbye, Norsikins. Check out those sweet magical elfish arrows. Finding their mark. driving out the scumbags. Look at Durthu racking up 76 kills, manhandling entire units. Have fun there, Norskin scum. Oh man, you guys have no idea how bad your realm is going to suffer. If I say that, it'll actually be made quite nice. We're gonna reforestate it. It's gonna be quite beautiful. Gonna turn the Chaos Waste into a lush green forest. Oh, look at the loot! Man, am I glad we came up here. Picked up a banner of swiftness. That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, I'm gonna raise this thing down for even more loot. Let the loot flow. There will be loot. Go ahead and colonize so I can replenish. That is beautiful. So much loot. Build the Azrai Lookout. I'm wondering if it's going to change the look of the map here. We should be able to build up a port there too.
The forest.
Oh, we're going to get so much loot from the Chaos Waste. I am like seriously like chomping at the bit here. This is going to be great. It's so much fun to kill Vargan scaling. It's so satisfying because they are so annoying. And now that you get to like actually take their settlements, which you could do with a mod, by the way, if you wanted to. You could use a mod to actually take their settlements. How are we doing down here? Public order's great. Okay, we've kind of got the realm secured. We have 10 amber. This is a bit risky to extend with that. But I don't think it's super risky. That could be. Let's wait just a bit longer to upgrade the Oak of Ages. We're close, though. We're very close. Bring it up to level 4. Sorry, I bumped the microphone there a second, too. What, hey, what? Really? You want peace? And you want me to pay for the peace? Dream on. The ruin of your people will bring me untold joy. I like you, Durthu. I really do. So we can get extra income from all buildings or growth for provinces. Let's do the gorging. Continue gorging. So we've got great income rolling now too. Our income's about to just go berserk. We're probably gonna have like 1,000,000 gold before the end of this campaign. I can see this getting out of hand very, very quickly. Yeah, we need to finish replenishing here. I want the Spellsinger in the army. The only downside is I don't really want to disband any of these units. I like all these units a lot. Like, a lot. It's the Lore Shadow Spellsinger. I mean, let's be honest, though. I mean, like, I could just get rid of a crappy Spearman. Because I'm going to, like, vomit if I get rid of a dragon. It just seems so wrong. I can't get rid of a dragon. I mean, I probably could, and it wouldn't be a big deal, but it just feels wrong disbanding a dragon. These dragons don't have names. You guys need to help me name these ones. I must have named the ones in the other army. Alright, let us see. I think we're about ready to end a turn. I was going to settle Filedorf, which we can go ahead and do. Dodan. Colonize there. So we're definitely starting to churn out some more amber. Alright. We got this army kind of hanging out in the background to help protect our homeland against any crazy incursions. This one could do the same quite easily. Is Carrick Ziflin, do they have any... Do they have friends? Because if so, if not, I may just take them off the map. They just have one settlement. They're useless. They're defensive allies of the Empire. What's the Empire's relationship status? They are military allies with the dwarves, so that could go south pretty quick. The dwarves were strength rating #1. They still are. It's probably just because I haven't put another army up, and I very easily could put another army up, probably 2 armies easily, especially if I was getting loot, maybe even 3, and keep them going just off of the loot that we'd be gathering. It's one of the benefits that the Wood Elves have. You don't really have to run a great economy as long as you're fighting and winning. If If you're doing those things, then you're probably picking up enough loot and income from raising, and then you don't have to spend much money to build up raised settlements because they're Azrai lookouts, which are rather cheap. Ooh, we get even extra like starting winds of magic. That's amazing. That is amazing. The Doom flocks will be many. We got these extra banners here too, extra leadership. So we just throw that in. Actually, let's give her the speed 15%. Let's put that banner. Leadership. I don't know, I'll just keep throwing stuff in my Wild Riders. And let's put the speed on the Spell Singer. Not much that the pathetic VAR or scaling forces can do here. How does it feel having your settlements raised just one after another? Scaling scum. I don't even take attrition here in the Chaos Waste either. That's going to be another cool thing about Durthu in this particular case, is that no attrition from being in the Chaos Waste. Now the only downside is I'm going to actually... What? What is Karak Zeppelin doing all the way up here? Talk about grudge. We're actually turning a positive income now too. So we definitely could easily put up another army. Iron mining pit. No one is going to want to have anything to do with me, and quite honestly, my only trade agreement is with Bretonia, and I don't think that that's going to last much longer.
Do not sully my presence.
No one's going to want anything to do with me, but these guys are at war with the vampires. I wonder if I were to attack the vampires, if that would get the dwarfs off my case a little bit. And everybody else, because probably everybody hates the vampires. So I'm wondering if we should attack them. The vampires own all of Stirland. We could attack the vampires at Stirland. Or we could go straight to the heart of the vampire infestation as well. Got these extra armies. We could easily take Appius and Groot up against the vampires, which I think I will, and maybe I'll train another army to sit back here and guard the homelands, because that duty's a little bit beneath these guys. We have plenty of money. Let's recruit up another giant tree man, or ancient tree man. Or Lyaruth. This guy has some good stuff there. And we're going to need to put him on the council too. We got Dodan who can go on the council as well. Income from buildings in the local region. Research rate 10%. We're not really worried about research rate, but the unit experience gain is pretty cool. So let's throw... Well, actually, Dodan's army is existing. I'd have to kick him out of there. Whatever, you just stay in there, Dodan. What's this other one? Extra branch wraiths. Branch wraiths. Might as well just get the extra branch wraiths and spell singers. Alright, we got this tree council pretty stacked here now, being led by Durthu, and got all the others here. Alright, so let's get an army set up for this guy. Wild Riders with shields. I like having 4 of those in each army. I want a couple of dragons, and we'll start working from there. Okay. Let's end the turn. And we're gonna go straight to Earthblood so that we can get healing. We're gonna need to get a Spell Singer or Branch Wraith into that army. Ooh, just in time. Well, it's a good thing we didn't start fighting the vampires, because we're gonna start fighting the dwarfs. And they have some land right here next to me, and we're going to boot them out of it. The Empire's probably gonna join them. No, they did not. The Empire knows what's good for them. They must have learned after the last time they joined against me. Fools. Now these guys want a non-aggression pact. Yeah, no. I was thinking about making a counteroffer. Nah. Okay, so we got the recruitment done. Where are all my armies at?
These are dark
I'm gonna
times.
swing this army
I will do my duty.
back down here towards the dwarfs. Groot can be the first one to draw dwarf blood. The dwarves are at war with the border princes as well, so we're going to be helping the border princes. So an enemy of our enemy is our friend, right? Border princes now may hate me slightly less.
You come bearing arms. Is it war?
No. But I do have arms. Border princes. I only have 4 settlements, so the dwarfs must have significantly weakened the border princes. They're not worth my time. Now look at this. Look at the little insurgency of fools coming back to try and destroy me.
Displease me.
Now if they raise my settlement there, that's fine. I don't really care. I'm just going to retake it. But part of me is thinking about kind of coming over there and even weakened if they attack me. I'm pretty sure that I can shut these guys down. So I'm going to risk that because I'm pretty sure that we got it made. Income's going to keep going way up because we get so much income off of ports now. Recruitment's still rolling there. What else? Is there anything else we need to recruit here? Eternal guards with shields. I'm going to want a couple of those. Thing about going up against the dwarves, they have shields and they have some magic resistance. I'm probably still just going to be packing starfire shafts, but we wouldn't need as many versus the dwarves because the dwarves have magic resistance. May have to rethink that one. Maybe I just won't pack as many archers versus the dwarves. Wildwood Rangers would be fun, but it's going to eat up too much amber. Wildwood Rangers would absolutely step on dwarfs. Did they siege me up here? Yeah, they did. What's going on, dirtbags? Yeah, I may be weakened, but I'm not that weak. You have 0 chance in this fight. Let's show them. Alright, let's get set up to kill these clowns. Looks like they're going to get reinforcements from behind me, so I honestly think I'm going to turn around and just, like, smash these guys in the teeth. I should be able to match the length of their army coming in. And we will try to just get right in here and shut them down. I'm going to bring my spell singer in right on a flank here so that hopefully we can... Okay. Dragons... Let's get Durthu and the spell singer matched up with all this infantry. I'm gonna just hard group all these units so that they can quickly charge into combat. And then Wild Riders. Or actually, I don't want them group 2. I always like having my archers as group 2 for some reason. There we go. Alright, Durthu's ready to rock and roll. He's gonna have... Let's push all these guys up. Wild Riders push up. Got my bows there. Let's pull these units over. I'm gonna pendulum this big line right here. Drop the block of doom, charge in here. I'm gonna basically hit these guys with everything we got very, very quickly. Fast and furious. Set these trolls right here. Hit the trolls. Alright, good. We're breaking this army up pretty quick, but we're going to have limited time before the enemy gets up behind my archers, too. Let's go over here and do some more terror charging. Use that. About almost used my sword of faith. So yeah, between the pendulum and the other stuff, we weakened up the enemy pretty substantially over here. Gonna drive them right off the battlefield, as we predicted. And we've taken a decent amount of damage doing this, but we've pretty much shut them down. Group 1 turned around. Alright, their lord's down. Why is it doing weird stuff? Alright, turn group 1 around, whatever it is. Alright, group 5's up. Got their chariots off. Group 2. Let's get all these units grouped up. We're about to have to get ready for a charge. Group 2, get back to safety. 5, back to safety. 3, 4, pull them back to the back. Okay, we're about to get charged. Some of my units over here are going to get caught. It's unfortunate. Or whatever. We'll live. If those guys want to charge it, take the charge. Okay. Let's get group 2 to shut down these guys. Let's get one of our cavalry units over here to shut down the Warhounds. Let's get over here, Durthu. Let's swing over into these trolls. Blade Guard, keep tearing apart the Marauder Horsemen. Let's get rid of some of these. Alright, the dragons did their job. Losing a few units here and there, but overall not a huge worry. Lost my spell singer, temporarily at least. I'm gonna consider it temporary. Let's drop these chariots and warhounds actually. I need some protection over here. Let's actually fall back group 2 to this side. Chariots. Let's get over here, take out these trolls. I got a few spears, but I need them over there. Alright, let's bring the protection back to this side. Shut that down. These guys are doomed. Okay, that's it. Yep. As expected, we were able to completely wreck the forces of chaos. I mean, they had numbers to their advantage there, but using our quality properly there, we can absolutely shut that down since they weren't able to team up against us. That's exactly what happened. The terror and the sudden attack, they can't withstand it 1 for 1. They would have had to have all their forces together to hope to overwhelm me there, and it just didn't work. So we should pick up some sweet loot off of this. Pretty good. It's not bad. And my army's going to replenish. And we didn't lose any units, so that's pretty awesome. That's the end of this episode. Hope y'all enjoyed it. HeirofCarthage signing out.